Okay, well, from Bombay to the Bay, we are talking about a man who is just terrific when it comes to comedy. Excuse me, everybody. His name is Samson Koletkar.
Hey, thank you.
Welcome,
Jan.
Samson.
Thanks, Jan.
So you are a nice Jewish boy from Bombay.
I don't know about nice, but I'm Jewish from Bombay.
Yeah? How many Jews in Bombay?
Today, probably 5,000 or less.
But there's 10 synagogues, you said.
There are, yes.
Yeah, that would be typically Jewish. Everybody has to have their own little synagogue, right?
There was a sizable population in the past, so that's where I think it sprung up. But the population has shrunk.
And what made you want to go into comedy? I think we were talking about Chris Rock and Robin Williams. You saw some of those shows.
I actually, the first time I saw a live comedy show at the San Jose Improv, it was a PowerPoint comedian, Don McMillan. And I was like, wow, you go up on stage, talk, and people pay money? I'll take that.
Right, and you moved here in 2000, but before that in Mumbai, also known as Bombay, what did you find that people thought about Jews? I mean, not everybody knows that there's Jews there.
Yeah, I mean, most times that I was growing up, if people asked me what I am and I said I'm a Jew, their reaction would be, what's that? Right? They didn't have a point of reference. And a lot of times the explanation came through, there was an old Bollywood movie called Yehudi, and everybody knew the movie. And they're like, oh, okay, I remember the movie. And then the other point of reference was, do you know Israel? And they were like, oh, Palestine, I get it. I'm like, yeah, one and the same.
Yeah, all the same, right?
Exactly.
No problem.
Absolutely.
Well, I think it's so great you went into stand-up, even though you work down in Silicon Valley.
I do. Yeah. That keeps me from going homeless.
That's a good thing. That's great. Now, being Jewish from India, what's a quality that you have that you think is especially because you're Jewish?
I don't know. I mean, it's a novelty that I have more than a quality, apparently, because I didn't know I was such a specialty until I came to America. Being Jewish in India, I mean, it's just what I am. So I don't see me as special, but I'm glad you did, and you got me here.
Now, Kung Pao, you're here because of Kung Pao Kosher Comedy. The 21st annual Kung Pao Kosher Comedy is so funny. It takes place in a big, I go every year, it takes place in a huge Chinese restaurant in Chinatown, at the New Asia restaurant, and Lisa Gadulging has put this together, and it's so fun. It's a group of comics, Jewish comics, with all kinds of humor. Yes,
this time we have 4. Gary Gulman, who's been on all possible TV shows that you can think of. Adrienne Tolsch, who I've never seen before, but she's been doing this for decades. And then
Lisa.
And Lisa, the producer.
And what will you find comedy in? Where do you find your comedy?
A lot of it comes from my experience of being a first-generation immigrant in America. That's my perspective, because you always hear comedy from the mouth of American comedians. And they talking about the immigrant experience is like a marketing professor talking about history.
Right. Yeah, it's important to come from the place you know.
It is, and I think that's what I bring as a unique voice to the stand-up world in America. Is like, hey, you want to talk about us? How about I tell you about us?
Oh, I think it sounds great. And here's how you can see this wonderful comic, very unusual, Samson Koletkar, and it's right here is the 21st annual Kung Pao Kosher Comedy, December 24th to December 26th. It's so much fun, folks. Each table is named after a classic comic, and you just get involved. New Asia Restaurant on Pacific Street in San Francisco. Just log on to www.koshercomedy.com, and I will see you there, and so will Samson. What fun. Here's a few movies that I recommend out right now, Samson, that people should check out. Nebraska, definitely. What a wonderful film. You'd love it. It's about the Midwest.
I've been to Nebraska.
Oh, okay, then you've got to see it.
Oh, I don't want to see it again.
Frozen, Philomena, Saving Mr. Banks, Captain Phillips, and The Book Thief. Just a few ideas. In the next hour, I'll be talking about American Hustle and also a wonderful new film about anchormen, which you need to see. Okay. So thank you so much once again, Samson. We're glad you're here. Silicon Valley's glad to have you, but we are too. And we need all forms of comedy to be expressed. So thank you, sweetheart.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, Mazel Tov. And back to you, Marty.
Okay, Jan Samson, thanks so much. All right, let's go ahead and get you caught up on the weather forecast now. Janu Aris, who joins us for that. Hi, Janu. Hey.